Okay, so today's going to be a really fun video for me. Over 10 years ago, a good friend of mine taught me how to fly fish, and it's been a minute since we've fished together, and now we are hitting a couple rivers today, and I am teaching him what I know. And so the tables it's come full circle, and I'm excited to hang out with my really good friend today. Spend some time on the water, and we're really going to push our skills. I've got a plan for the day, going to show him where I've been learning some new places to fish, and we're going to really push our skills to the max by fishing, doing some Euro nymphing, indicator fishing, indicator rig, and then dry fly, and possibly even spay. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to show him some spots that I've learned, and we'll see how the day goes. It's supposed to be very windy, so I'm going to try to find us some pockets that might be a little bit protected from the wind, and it should be fun. And so you took me out, you let me gear, all the gear, waders, boots, taught me how to put waders and boots on, and taught me how to tie knots. You tied my knots for many trips. And I don't think I really caught much of anything for quite some time.
It took us 4 or 5 trips. Yeah, we actually started catching fish.
Yeah. But we still had a great time.
Oh yeah.
Just being out there in the water was fantastic. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm looking at this water. I'm about to fish this section, and I think it'd be really easy to just kind of focus on this tail out here on that backside. But what I know, because I've been here before, and I can just tell by the structure of this water, there's a boulder right here, and there's a good chance there could be some... Oh, a fish just rose over there. And so it'd be very easy to just kind of like march my way out there and just fish that section, but I'd be skipping all this and I'd spook the fish. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of fish on the backside of this boulder, and then start kind of picking off some of this. And the last time I was here, I hooked up with one of the biggest fish right out here before I even made my way out to that tail out. So that's just kind of how I'm going to break this down, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, missed it. Knew there was one right there. Yeah, little one. Oh, missed it. Jeff. This is a big fish. Oh man, he's got me in the weeds. Holy smokes.
Oh.
Holy cow.
Careful, man.
Oh my gosh.
Get him.
Oh.
Wow.
Dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, she snapped somebody off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will the fly out?
I'm trying to get it out. Oh man, it's in there way too deep.
Nice.
So that fish ended up taking that stonefly, but it's amazing the kind of fish you can find in some of these tiny little streams. And I had this hypothesis that maybe there's some larger rainbows starting to move up into these smaller spring streams. This stream in particular is a little warmer than the main river that it dumps into down below it. And so I had this theory that maybe they're starting to move up. I don't know. It's a little ways away from that bigger river. It'd be pretty hard for that fish to move up this far, so maybe it's already just been up here that whole time. But wow, what a great fish. Was I a natural or did I suck?
You were a natural at casting.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
I remember that. It's like, oh, because I think I asked you the questions like, have you done this before?
Okay.
Because for you to pick it up and just get the rhythm.
Okay.
And you were doing some long haul casting.
Okay.
Which was amazing that you don't generally see if somebody were to just pick it up today.
Interesting.
I think that's what I remember. Like, oh man, this guy can cast.
I
Can't catch, but he can cast.
I didn't feel that way, man. I felt like everything was impossible. But you just keep learning, keep trying. So this is tricky. The water is crystal clear. My buddy here is fishing to a pocket of fish. Doing the bow and arrow technique. This rain and wind is actually providing some good cover right now. Oh, perfect! So go like this, Jeff. Once you get it in there,
Yeah.
just keep it moving, right? So you just go very slow and smooth,
Yeah.
like that. So you always have tension on the line. And just a really smooth drift. One thing I do sometimes, Jeff, in like tight quarters like that, is I strip like this to keep it moving.
Yeah.
You can also do the twirl or whatever. Oh, look at that big one. What do you think someone can do if they don't have that connection, that person to help them? It's something I've thought about. I don't know the answer.
I don't know.
It's so difficult. Like you just have to. One thought I've had is invest in a couple guided trips and fly casting lessons. So most fly shops will do some beginner fly casting lessons, and I think the combo there where you get a good foundation and then pay a guide to take you out and learn how to get out on the water, and maybe even ask them to like really teach you, right? Like that's the point. You're trying to go have a good time, but you really are trying to learn.
Yeah.
And I think being upfront with that guide can be really helpful.
And if you can't do that, like don't be afraid to just ask somebody either, right?
Yep.
If you go to a river, you see a couple of guys, like most fly fishermen are friendly and are open to sharing.
Such a great community.
But you just have to have the courage to ask, because guaranteed the others aren't going to say, hey, do you need some help?
You look like you need some help. Yeah.
Maybe we should be doing that.
Maybe.
Often.
Yeah. That's a good point. Look, Jeff.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a rainbow. That's a rainbow for sure. Jeff, there are so many monsters in here.
Right there. Let me hold it.
Oh! Yes! Yeah! Oh, yeah. Oh.
You got it?
Yep. Wow. Look at her. She's big. And this is a small one.
Yeah.
This is absolutely one of the small ones in here.
Yeah.
Bro. Woohoo!
Is the water cold?
No, not at all.
Really?
It's perfect. You know, it is interesting that you say that because one time I went out on the Owyhee. It was one of the early times by myself, and I was getting into streamers, like learning how to use streamers, strip streamers, and all that. And I was really struggling with my cast, and there was a guy there, and that's exactly what he did. He walked up and he said, "Hey, would you like me to show you how to double haul cast?" And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Okay, yeah, let me show you." And he started breaking down what a single haul and a double haul is, and why, and how you can use that to really take your casting to the next level. And it was so helpful. And he ended up spending over an hour, maybe even close to 2 hours, teaching me how to do a double haul cast. And he later let me know that that was his job. He was a fly casting instructor for like
nice.
20 years. And he was just so kind to just invest that time into me. And I think about him now every time I'm double haul casting or throwing a streamer around. I'm often referencing back in my mind to that experience and the kindness of that guy in the water. But I've experienced that many times in the fly fishing community. It's a special community. Okay, so I'm here with my buddy, and as we walked down to the water, we started noticing that there's all these ants all over these rocks, and as we looked a little closer, they're actually not ants. They're winged insects, and I don't know what they are. They're more like caddis wings.
Caddis wings.
Interesting. I've never seen this caddis. Like, I don't know what that is. All right, Jeff's on a nice fish here. What kind of tippet do you have on?
3.
Okay, good.
I was debating.
That looks like a good fish, man.
Oh,
What is that?
there it is.
Oh, it's a big sucker. Dude, that's a big one. Oh my gosh.
Man.
He just hoovered up that egg. Look at those scales. That's so cool. It's a big guy.
Yeah, it is.
You just want me to let him go?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. He's heavy, dude.
Yeah.
How'd that one weight feel?
That explains why the set,
Yeah.
it just felt like, oh, is that feels like a snag rock.
Like a soft rock.
Yeah.
All right, I just hooked up with something. I'm not sure what it is. It didn't look like a trout. Let's see what this is. I think that's a bass. I got a bass. That is unexpected. I haven't caught a bass in a while. Huh. Got a bass. On a nymph rig.
In Adam Grant's book, Hidden Potential, there's 2 things that I took away that, like, I can do better. One of them is, like, the idea of being comfortable.
Take the next right onto US 30
being
West.
uncomfortable.
Yep.
So meaning man, I don't know how to cast. Great.
Yep.
Go out and just cast.
Just cast.
Like, I don't know how to tie fly. I don't know how to tie knots.
Tie a
right?
knot, yeah.
Go get a small piece of nylon rope
And practice.
Start practicing.
Yep. That's what I did early on. I was so frustrated with my inability to tie knots, and so one day I just sat down and tied. I was learning the double Davy knot, and I just tied it over and over and over and over and over, and failed a bunch, and then finally it started to work.
Yeah. I'm doing that with the loop knot because I want to start tying loops, especially for streamers and the bigger flies.
Yep.
Even the small ones, so they get more of a natural drift in the water versus like that one tight.
Yep. It's great.
And then the second thing is, and it's probably more on the other side of it, which is, and once you've learned something, the best way to retain it is to teach it to somebody else. And so when you're out there and this guy who said, hey, do you want me to double haul?
Yep.
Like he's probably learning something new to the process as well.
Yes.
Right? And he's going to retain that better because he's explaining it and teaching it.
Great. Any final tips and words of advice to someone just getting going?
Yeah, you just gotta enjoy the journey. Yeah, this is kind of like a lot of things that you never reach.
Left here. Sorry, I rudely interrupted you, and then you go right.
Here?
Yep.
Right here?
Right there. So reflecting back, so the words of advice for people just getting started. Enjoy the process.
Enjoy it. Just go out and do it.
Because there's going to be a lot of days you don't catch anything as you learn.
Yep.
And
I've had plenty of those.
Yep. The prize is being outside.
Yep.
The bonus is the fish.
Yep.
So enjoy.